The Curse of the Dark Stone, Chapter 6, The Forsaken Citadel. The journey from the abyssal caverns had been grueling. As the group emerged into the open air, the sun was setting, casting the sky in hues of crimson and gold. Before them, rising from the misty horizon, stood their next destination, the Forsaken Citadel. The fortress, once a beacon of wisdom and power, was now a decaying relic of the past. Its towering spires were cracked, its once mighty walls covered in creeping vines and dark sigils. This was the final step in their quest. The last artifact, the Stone of Dominion, was rumored to rest within, sealed away by ancient magic. Arik adjusted the grip on his sword. I've heard tales of this place. No one who entered ever returned. Seleni's silver eyes scanned the ruins. That's because the citadel is cursed. It was the stronghold of the Order of the Black Veil sorcerers who sought to control fate itself. Althea tightened her gauntlets. Then we end this. We take the stone and break the curse once and for all. But as they stepped forward, the great iron gates groaned open on their own. The citadel was waiting for them. Shadows of the past. The inside of the fortress was eerily silent. The grand hall stretched before them, lined with statues of robed figures whose faces were obscured by time and decay. Faint whispers slithered through the air, echoing from the stone walls. As they moved deeper, torches along the corridor flickered to life on their own. The air smelled of damp stone and something else, something rotten. Then, the doors behind them slammed shut. We're not alone, Arik growled, drawing his blade. From the darkness, figures emerged. Translucent, flickering ghosts. They wore the tattered robes of the Black Veil, their hollow eyes fixed on the intruders. You do not belong here, one of them hissed, their voice layered with many others. The stone is not yours to claim. Althea stepped forward. We don't seek power. We seek to undo the curse. The spirits regarded her for a long moment before the hall itself trembled. The statues along the walls cracked open, revealing skeletal warriors clad in black armor. Then prove your worth, the spirits whispered as the undead soldiers charged. Trial of Dominion. The battle was unlike anything they had faced before. The undead moved with unnatural speed, their blades clashing against Arik's sword as he struggled to hold them back. Selene conjured a barrier of silver light, forcing some of the spirits away, but they only regrouped, circling like vultures. Althea fought her way toward the center of the hall, her heart pounding. She could see the grand throne at the far end where a lone figure sat in eerie stillness. The throne's occupant was a skeletal figure draped in dark robes, a crown of obsidian resting upon his skull. His bony fingers clutched the final artifact, the Stone of Dominion. The last king of the Black Veil, Selene murmured. He has bound his soul to the stone. The dead king lifted his head, empty sockets burning with violet fire. You wish to claim what is mine? Althea met his gaze. The curse must be broken. Then face me. With a wave of his hand, the room darkened. Chains of black energy erupted from the floor, wrapping around Althea's arms and legs. She struggled, but the chains only grew tighter. Arik rushed forward, slashing at the magic with his sword, but the moment his blade touched the chains, he was hurled backward by an invisible force. Selene raised her staff, chanting an incantation, but the dead king turned his burning gaze to her. With a flick of his fingers, her magic faltered, her knees buckling. Althea gasped as the chains pulled her closer to the throne. Shadows coiled around her like living snakes, whispering in her ear. You desire power, don't you? A vision flooded her mind, herself upon the throne, ruling over all, wielding the power of the stones to reshape the world as she saw fit. It was intoxicating. It was terrifying. Accept it, the voice urged. Embrace your dominion. Althea clenched her jaw. No. She forced herself to focus, to remember why they had come. She had fought too hard, sacrificed too much to fall now. With every ounce of willpower, she reached out not for power, but for freedom. The light of the stones she had already claimed flared from within her armor. The chains burned away, and the throne room trembled. The dead king let out a furious cry as the light engulfed him. His skeletal form cracked and shattered, the stone of dominion slipping from his grasp. Althea caught it before it could hit the ground. The curse weakens as soon as her fingers closed around the stone, the fortress shuddered. The spirits let out a final wail before fading into nothingness. The undead crumbled to dust. Arik groaned as he stood, shaking off the battle's effects. Tell me that means we won. Selene looked at the artifact in Althea's hands. We have all 4 stones now. But the curse, it's still here. Althea stared at the swirling energy inside the Stone of Dominion. Then we're not finished yet. From the collapsing ceiling above, a deep rumble echoed a voice not of the dead king, but of something older, something watching from the darkness beyond. You have come far, but the true battle has yet to begin. The citadel walls cracked, revealing a swirling void beyond. The air turned ice cold. Althea took a deep breath, her grip tightening on the artifact. Then let's finish this.